Hey y'all, welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all? Okay, so we are in the office. My schedule is all crazy because of all the stuff, you know, graduation, school being over, relocating, and then I just got my mermaid nails done because we're going on vacation. So I got my mermaid manicure, but I also got a gift. Okay, so ooh, open them up real quick. So the gift is from Russell Hartley. He has merch. He sent me some of his merch. How nice. So let's open up the first one. Ooh, this kind of matches what I have on. I might change. Okay, so 100% certified gold digger. He sent me this. Yes, it's so fitting. It looks a little large. I think he says it's supposed to be oversized. This is a size large. So this looks more like a 2X or an extra large. So if you're gonna buy from his stuff, size down. He also sent me this one. That's funny too. This one says medium ready, which is like you're not all the way done up, but you're not going out looking like who did it and why, I guess. So this one is cute too. It's a large, but it looks like more like a 2X or a 1X. I don't know. They're oversized, so you could wear like dresses or whatever. So thank you, Russell. I'm gonna wear that. Definitely. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So today we're going to be talking about how all men cheat. Like I told y'all, eventually, sometime during a relationship, whether it's new or old, men will cheat. And it's not, and I always say this, it's, women are programmed to think that men won't cheat only so that we can bring forth life and procreate. Because if you knew from the start that all men were going to be a certain way, you probably wouldn't even be bothered or procreate with them, right? So, having hope and a wishful outlook on men being perfect when nobody is perfect is so that we can bring forth more life to the planet. That's it. Okay. Because it's usually young women that think that, not old women. Old women know the truth. Older women already know. It's usually younger women that believe that because they haven't procreated yet. Once they procreate, once they do a certain amount of, relationshiping, we'll call it, they'll figure it out. But at the end of the day, if you stay focused on yourself, if you stay obsessed with yourself, if you stay getting your money, none of it will really phase you because once you find out, you know what to do, get paid. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all you got to do. Just go get paid. Spit it and get your money. Make sure he's paying for his forgiveness. Make sure he's doing what he wouldn't do before, because now he's in a vulnerable position if you are, especially if you're the prize as the woman and a man gets caught cheating, you have all the power now. The power has now shifted and you have it. So either use it to gain money and whatever you need that person to do. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. Whatever power you didn't have before, you have it now. Especially after someone does you dirty, now you have all the cards in your hand. So use them wisely and get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now just get his money and make a power play. I feel like a lot of men know this. That's why they don't want to be in relationships or get married very young, because they know they're not perfect. They know they're not never going to do right. It's the women that want to force men to be so perfect when they're not. I know men aren't perfect. In fact, I think it's kind of funny when they mess up so you can get more out of them. To me, it's like, okay, upgrade time. Okay, this is that. So you can always have more money or more power. when it comes to relationships or when it comes to anything. You can always have more. And it's not the money that's the issue. It's you can have as much money as you want and speed down the street and say, oh, well, if I get caught, I can pay tickets, no problem, right? It's always good to have enough money to do what you need to do. So if someone is going to do something wrong and they know they're going to be fined for it, and they know they have to pay the cost, then let them pay the cost. You know what I mean? Always get money. When people pay fines and when you belittle them down to a coin, that's how you take their power. Okay. When you say you're only a wallet and you're only worth this much money, and either you got to pay to stay or you're out of the way, you're taking that power. So make sure you take power and get the money, get his money. I don't care how much money. I can be rich all day, every day. I'm still going to get money. You know what I'm saying? You could be rich all day, every day, but still when someone does something wrong, you got to find them. Okay. You got to make sure you get your money, because a lot of people don't realize this. It's not about the money itself. It's about what it represents. Okay. You went on a date yesterday. He asked you to have his baby. So I asked for bill pay and he said, we just met. Okay. You must have went out with a dusty. Sprinkle. Anyway, seeing new fans join Shera is funny because how y'all not know Shera right all this time. I've lived long enough and had enough people in my life and watched enough people go through the same kind of stuff as everybody else to know that most men cheat. I've seen people cheating on their wives that are in the hospital. I've seen people cheating on their wives giving birth. I've seen people cheating on their wives every which way except for not cheating on them. So I'm telling y'all what I know. Eventually, if they're given the opportunity, they will take it, period. Unless they ain't got nothing down there, then they might still try to do a little something with whatever is up here. Okay, so y'all know, what's his name? Stephen Hawking, the dude in the wheelchair that wrote about, like, quantum physics and stuff. He cheated with his nurse and he couldn't even move. All he could do is move his eyeball and type on a machine with his eyeball. He still cheated. All right. He didn't have no function in his body, but he still found a way. So when I tell y'all all men cheat, I'm not lying. Okay. I ain't lying. I was watching this old movie the other day. And this is an example for when a man, well, I guess he could still cheat, but it would be harder for him to cheat physically. I was watching this old movie with Ava Gardner, and it was called Barefoot Contessa. Barefoot Contessa. Girl, she passed up all these rich billionaires that were fighting over her because she wanted to find love. But she also found like this dude who was a count. He had money and they fell in love or whatever. She's all pygmy over him. And they waited to their wedding night, to get intimate. And he came in the wedding room. Like, no, he came in the bedroom with a piece of paper. Like they were all kissing and she was trying to get him undressed. And he pulled out this piece of paper from his pocket talking about, when I was in the war, I was injured and every part of me works except for one, basically. Here's the papers. Basically, he ain't got nothing down there to work with. You know what I'm saying? So she waited all this time, passed up billionaires. Just she was like this Hollywood star, and she passed up all these rich billionaires that were fighting over her. And now she's stuck with this man that ain't got no PP. And they were both kind of young too. I know she wanted to have kids and stuff. This is the movie Barefoot Contessa. It's an old movie. And that's he didn't cheat because he couldn't. Because he had nothing to cheat with. But anyway, I'm not gonna spoil the ending. That was just a plot twist in the story. So I didn't spoil the ending. But anyway, if y'all want to watch it, it's on one of them streaming networks. Okay. Anyway, it's an old movie. But yes, most men are gonna cheat unless there's some dysfunction. And they still might try to cheat emotionally. So I don't know. You said he might cheat with his mouth. They probably will. If they the stuff don't work, their mouth still work. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. And I was on TikTok when I explained something a couple of days ago. I explained that the equivalent of a man not cheating is like the same thing as saying a woman going into a grocery store and only buying things that are on her list, or a woman going to the store or wherever and only buying the things that are on her list every time. That's impossible. It ain't gonna happen. No one would bet their lives on that. So it's the same with men cheating. They could go out, they may come back with being good, but ever so often they may do something. You never know. So what I was trying to say is, I equate it with a woman coming back with nothing more than what was on her list every time she goes out shopping. Never going to happen. Thoughts on something about cheating scandal? Read the video. All men cheat. It's not a scandal if it's been known forever that all men cheat. Who cares? If y'all don't know, I'm like, I be telling y'all every single video I've repeated that all men cheat. So you know why y'all surprised? So is there a way to prevent it or delay it? Yes. Tie them up in the basement. Y'all keep asking me dumb questions, y'all gonna get dumb answers. Yes, tie them up in the basement, baby. That's how. Tie them up in the basement. Keep them hostage. That's the only way you can prevent them from cheating. Okay. I know you ain't gonna do it, so there's no other way. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. The only other way to stop them from cheating is to charge them when they get caught. A lot of money and a lot of issues. When they get caught, you need to charge them a lot of money. Okay? They need to be paying for something major. You need to be leveling up in your bank account or your car or whatever. Don't just let them get away with it. Don't be over emotional. Get your money. This teaches you less. This teaches the man a lesson, because if they have to beg for forgiveness and get it for free, then what's the point? If they get left, then on to the next. But if they have to pay for something, they're losing, and it's a fine. So get their money. That's my advice to anybody who's with a cheater. Just get their money. If your man cheated on you, get your money. Get his money. Get him to buy you something. Level up something major. I don't know. Get your dream car. I don't know. Get another car if you already got your dream car. Have two. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And make a pay on the insurance. There you go. I'm not joking. Every time they mess up, they're going to have to pay up. And every time they see everything that they bought you and what they had to pay for, they'll think twice. Do they got it? Do they got enough to cheat? Well, they better figure it out. Okay. You said, from your experience, men are only as faithful as their options. Men are opportunists by nature. That's right, Tadri. That's right, Tadri. They are. If ever they're given an opportunity, they will take it, because they don't think, first of all, they don't think you're going to find out. Second of all, they don't think it counts if it doesn't mean anything to them. It doesn't count. It doesn't mean anything. And maybe they feel like that opportunity won't ever present itself again. So they'll take it. Who cares? Just get their money. Okay. We don't mind. Just stop sleeping with them. If you catch them cheating or suspect that they're cheating, just stop sleeping with them, make them get tested, and make sure they pay up. Okay, that's literally it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men cheat because your pee is loose. Well, what about men who cheat on other men? Because it's because their B is loose. What about men who don't even have a girlfriend and just be sleeping with anybody that'll give them the opportunity? What's that? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why they cheat. It's not because of the woman. It's literally because they will have opportunities. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think men cheat because they get opportunities and they don't think that they'll come back around again. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know. Or they try to create opportunities. And they'll be like, let me try to create something, create some opportunities. Let me tell y'all something. Russell sent me this shirt. If y'all just wear this shirt, all your problems will disappear. Okay? I'm gonna put this on and walk out. I'm gonna put this on and go walk around and see what happens. I'm gonna film it too. All right. Yes, all men cheat. Who cares? Just get their money. And wear this shirt before they even ask you to be their woman. Just go ahead and put this on so they know the deal. Either way, you gonna pay. Okay. Either way, you're going to pay. Either way, you're gonna pay. Who's texting me? Oh, okay. Anyway, you want this shirt? It's soft too, and it's that good quality. It ain't that cheap stuff. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna be wearing this all the time. Y'all gonna be mad. You're like, start a flying coaster. Why y'all keep asking me about couples? I don't follow couples situations. I don't care. I know as long as she's getting her money, I think great, wonderful. Whatever, as long as you getting your money, you win all day, every day. As long as you look cute enough to get another one later on that's richer, and you got your money up, and you gonna get his money, wonderful, you win. Okay. You said wear it for date night. Is it possible to raise sons to not cheat? No, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because all men cheat. It's the opportunity that they're given. It's the opportunity that they think they can have. It's their hunt. Like, men are natural hunters and opportunists. So, what do you think? How to deal with men who would rather leave than pay? Have a roster and have a couple more that's willing to pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, you got to have more than one, and you got to have ones that you don't care if they pay or not. Because if they don't pay, they don't want you anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and that's why they probably most likely cheated, because they don't want you anyway. They don't care if they got caught. They're not willing to pay the price. So they'll be like, well, it's, sometimes it's cheaper to keep her, and sometimes it's not. Like in certain cases, cheaper to keep her. You know what I mean? If it ain't cheaper to keep you, they're going to let you go. Or if they really value you and want you, they'll pay. So if they've invested a lot of money in you, they'll most likely pay to stay. If they haven't, they most likely won't. If they don't even like you, if you're a placeholder, they're not going to pay to stay. They're not going to pay. So just understand where you stand. If you're the true prize, they will pay. If you're not, they're going to be gone. Or they don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And yeah, women cheat too. Don't get it twisted. Women cheat all the time. Who cares? Men cheat, women cheat. Everybody cheat. And let me tell you why. Because they can, and you can't stop them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So why do we act like we live in a world where people don't cheat? I don't understand this. I literally can't wrap my mind around how many people think that nobody is cheating out here. Now, I'm showing off my Little Mermaid nails. Just wear this shirt and solve all your problems. Okay. If they cheat, oh well, they know they gotta pay. They know you got your money. And it'll all be worth it, at least. Okay. I'm gonna tell you. The fairy tale, you don't ever see what happens really after the fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? Just get the money, ladies. That's all you gotta do. You can't stop people from doing what they gonna do. Just get the money. And a lot of times, this is okay. Y'all always see them housewives that always like in the nicest outfits, driving the nicest cars, living in the nicest neighborhoods. How you think they got all of that? Okay, all them diamonds sparkling. How do you think they got all of it? You think they got all of it because their husband is faithful? You think they got all of it because their husband is a nice man? No, every time their husband mess up, that's how he pays for his forgiveness, by leveling her up to the highest level. And she probably doesn't even want to be bothered with him after a while. So make sure you're getting what you deserve, ladies. Broke and poor man cheat, and rich man, and disabled man, and blind man, and deaf man. Old man, young man, deaf man, blind man, man with one foot cheats. All of them. Homeless man cheat, even though they might have a homeless girlfriend, they gonna cheat on him with the next homeless chick. All ALL. Okay. And sometimes with each other. When they go to jail or prison, they be cheating with each other. So who cares? I don't understand why this is something major that y'all don't understand. I keep trying to tell y'all. You said what? Yeah, everybody cheats. So stop expecting something else. What are y'all expecting? Somebody in a wheelchair will cheat. Okay. They'll be like, I gotta go to my physical therapy, and they'll be over their other girlfriend house. Talking about, ooh, roll me around. Mm-mm. Yeah. So just go with the one that has the most money that will buy your forgiveness or fake forgiveness. You don't even really have to forgive them. Just pretend like you are and just get whatever they're offering you, and then cut them off if you choose. Okay. Does therapy help? It helps drain his wallet when you could be draining it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all done. No, therapy doesn't help. They'll just try to cheat better. Why don't you just get his money that he was going to pay the therapist and just take that money and go shopping? Okay. Or take yourself somewhere nice. Well, who have y'all been listening to? I don't understand. So let me ask you a question. As a woman, if you catch your man cheating and you don't make him pay in a major way, he's going to keep doing it, right? Even if you try to take him to therapy, he's just going to therapy so you don't leave or so you don't do something drastic. He's not going to improve himself. He doesn't care. He wants to do what he wanted to do. He's just probably upset he did not get away with it. So anybody who's trying to go to couples therapy and make it work, and why did you cheat? They don't really care. They're just going there to save money on doing something more expensive. So just who cares? Just get their money. That's all. Just all you got to do is get their money. That is the answer. The more they have to give up, the less likely they'll want to cheat in the future because they know the price is high, very high. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're getting contacts and the optometrist look at me, took you on a date and gave you $700 cash. Okay, almost sprinkle, sprinkle, ma'am. All right, wonderful, ma'am. Hopefully he'll give you more next time, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, make them invest and spend on you, and the more they invest and spend, the more likely they'll pay up if they get caught. That's literally it. And the older they are, the better, because they'll want to cheat a little bit less than the younger ones. The older ones cheat less, but they have more money to pay for their mistakes too. So you also have to remember that. The younger ones cheat more. The older ones cheat too, but at least they have enough money to pay for your fake forgiveness. Specific places in Phoenix, Phoenixes to meet rich men. I don't know. Anybody live in Phoenixes? Let Kobe know. Any place in Phoenix to meet guys with money? I don't know. I've never been there, except for in the airport. Sprinkle. Okay. Can you give some supportive words? Yes, get his money. Sprinkle. That's always going to be my supportive words. Get his money, spend it. True love does not exist between men and women. True lust does. Men aren't perfect. Women aren't perfect. Just get their money. Sprinkle. That's literally it. I always tell people that having high hopes is not the same thing as what is guaranteed or what could be. Everybody can have high hopes. And if we didn't have hope and high hopes, nothing would get done. We wouldn't even be here. So it's good to have hope, but that doesn't mean it's always going to come through. Sprinkle. Your father never cheated, girl. You lying. He's lying to you. How do you know he never cheated? Did you go with him everywhere? Did you go on every business trip? Were you there before you were born? You don't know. You know how many women tell me this and then find out later that they daddies did cheat or will cheat in the future? Sprinkle. You don't know, he might have a work wife at all his 3 jobs. I'm not saying he's a bad man, but you don't know what that man is doing. You ain't with him 24 hours. As far as you're concerned, he ain't never got caught. That's what you're saying. Sprinkle. Because I keep trying to correct y'all when y'all said y'all daddy never cheated. You mean you never found out? Okay. Sprinkle. But let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. Of course he never cheated, ma'am. Sprinkle. He's the only man in the world that didn't cheat. Okay. You married and did prenup with cheating clause. Even messages or photos can be cause for divorce, but it's two-sided. If he cheats, 4 million little pesos per year in the house. But if I do, I don't have those benefits. Okay. Sprinkle. Well, if he gets caught. Yes, sprinkle. See, the difference is between cheating and getting caught is a huge difference. Okay. They may not have gotten caught cheating. So they're just probably going to be extra careful. Sprinkle. You said cheating will be illegal in the UK in 2026. Oh, everybody going to move or they ain't going to get married. Thank you, SheraSeven. Sprinkle. Y'all, I came to the office ill prepared today. I was just picking up some stuff, some packages. I did not plan on going live, as you can see. I did not even, I didn't bring my water. So I am water. I gotta go get my water. I just came to pick up a few things and the package that Russell sent. My Russell Hartley merch that he has on his Instagram. Sprinkle. Oh, hey, Russell. Sprinkle. Look what I got. Okay, so this is a large, and it looks like a 2X. Just look. This is huge. It could be like a dress. Okay, so I got that one. And then I also got this cute light blue one. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle. I'm going to wear this. I'm going to take it with me I'm on vacation, and it's going to be too hot, but I might wear it at night when it's a little cooler. I'm going to walk around and get reactions. See if people give me some money. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle. You said cute. So but oh, thank you, Russell. Again? They're always oversized on purpose. Okay, so they're oversized on purpose. So this is a large. So I would say if you are a medium, get a small for sure. If you're a large, probably get a medium or a small too, depending on how oversized you like your shirts. But do not get an extra large unless you are 4x or 3x. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, I appreciate that. um, you said they're going to look at me like I just killed someone in public. No, they're not. I'm gonna wear it with pride. I don't care what people think. Either they got it or they don't. Don't approach if you broke, basically. Basically, leave me alone. Or don't approach if you broke, or get out of my way unless you got a sense of humor with a wallet. Okay? You'd be surprised how many people will respond to this type of merchandise. You put this on, people already know what you're about. They ain't gonna look at me like I did anything with told the truth. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said you need that. Okay, so Russell, I also have this one. This is medium ready. I guess this is like putting on some makeup and doing your hair instead of just going out of the house looking like who did it and why. Yes. Say I'm medium ready today. I'm not super glammed, but I did something with myself. Okay, I'm not super dressed, but I have on a little tennis outfit. Even though I ain't playing no tennis or no pickleball, I was running errands, but I looked like, I was about something, I looked like I could go to the country club or to the store. It's better, like, honestly, I think it's better to wear cute little tennis outfits, especially in the summer, versus leggings and t-shirts. Like, get your little cute little polo shirt, get your little cardigan, or you can skip the cardigan. Just wear the polo shirt, little tennis outfit. That's cute. If you just want to be comfortable and stuff, you don't always have to be dressed up, or you throw on a sundress. But yeah, gold digging. You said anti-dust merch. Yeah, these are from Russell. I think I linked his merch store in the description bar here. If y'all want to get some Russell merch, I'll link it there. So I got mine. I have merch too. It's also linked in the description bar. If y'all are curious, let me link y'all to my merch too. I have sprinkle merch as well. I have a whole repertoire as well, so y'all can get both. Support. All right, here go mine. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, tennis dresses are really cute. Where do you find rich men at? On the rich side of town. Oh, thank you, Russell. Order smaller than you think. Yes. So this is a large. Look how big the arm is. It's like bigger than my head. So I would say if you're a medium or a small, order the smallest size. If you're large, it's like 2X. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Said I was so right about not giving a man your all. Give yourself your all. Honestly, in my opinion, men don't give women their all. So why do women give men their all? Men give a part of themselves that they choose to give, and so should women. But in some book or some form of society has told women to give their all. That's not wise in any situation. That's not wise in business. Your banks will even tell you not to keep all your money in one account. I mean, so if the message of not giving anything or everything your all, except for if it's for yourself, across the board, everyone agrees, do not put all your eggs in one basket. So why would you do that with one individual person? Because I'm trying to tell you, it's a way to trick people to procreate and give them false hope. And once that happens, you know, and be like, oh well, sorry. So just get your money. And that's why a lot of men wait until they get older to get married or settle down, because they know they're gonna cheat. They know they can't just have one. They're gonna be like, yeah, I'm too young to get married, and they're gonna be like 85. That means they're too young to commit. They don't want to commit. They don't want to disappoint you all the time. That's why most people have to be forced to be married. Most guys have to be forced into marriage, or threatened into it, or given the ultimatum into marriage, because they know they're not gonna do right. They already know. They're like, I know I ain't no good, but she thinks I am. I'm serious. This is how men think. They know they're no good, but they don't see themselves as a villain, but they know that they're not what their woman wants them to be 100%. So they try to avoid the situation where they're going to like have to hurt them with marriage and commitment and all this kind of stuff. They know they're no good. That's why they like women, because women seem to be better. And when a man doesn't want to rush into marriage or rush to settle with someone, it's because they know they're not going to be exactly what you need them to be. And that's perfectly normal. So just get their money. They're willing to give it, especially if they're willing to give it. There's nothing wrong with a man saying, hey, you need some money? Here you go. Let me give you a little sprinkle. Especially if you're wearing this shirt. They already know what the deal is. They already know. Just get the money. They already know you're a gold digger, and you already know they're gonna do what they want to do. So where did we go? Where did we all go wrong? I'm gonna put it on. Let me see. Ooh. It can fit over all this. So I have on like the 4 layers now. So yes, ma'am. Pull my collar out to make it a little bougie. These are supposed to be pickleball or tennis rackets, but they're gold. Big gold. I look like I'm ready for the country club, darling. I'm gonna walk out like this. People will be like, yes, that's right. Where did I get this sweater from? This sweater is from a shop, a merch shop. I'm going to send you the link here. It's Russell's merch shop. Russell Hartley's merch shop. So here, see? 100% certified gold diggers. I think he has one that also says future rich wife and a couple of other sayings. So he has like several sweatshirts. Just yeah, Russell sent me this. CI Sprinkle. You're the person who wrote about the prenup. How can I keep him on his toes? If I cheat, I lose my. Then don't cheat or don't get caught. Switch your wig up. Switch your name and switch your accent. Sprinkle. All right. Switch your accent, switch your wig. Get you some color contacts. Sprinkle. Don't get caught. Don't be dumb. Save everybody number under Scam Likely, and you'll, or whatever they call it over there where you at. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, save everybody phone number under Scam Likely. Turn your ringer off after 8:30. Okay. Don't have no conversations and no texts with Scam Likely, because that's a giveaway. So you can't be texting unless you're deleting all of them and deleting the delete. All right, sprinkle. You have to be smart if you're going to do all of that. You got to be way smarter than him, like 10 times smarter than him. If you ain't, then don't even bother. All right. Why don't I do other type of content like I did before, like what, vlogs? Because y'all don't watch them and click on them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm probably gonna do a summer vlog once we go on vacation. See, I got my mermaid nails done, for vacay, and I'm just doing what is most actually demanded. Hmm. Let me tell y'all a secret, because y'all keep talking about healthy couples. Ain't no such thing as a healthy couple. Thank you, Russell. Dang, Russell. Russell said they always cheat. Oh shoot. Okay, well, thank you for gratitude from Jane the Seer, 5 of Wands. I appreciate that too. Y'all are so sweet. But yes, there is no such thing as a healthy relationship. You just see healthy. It ain't really healthy. Just like you could see a person walking around, they may look fit, they may look healthy, but go take an X-ray, you take a lab test. Them people ain't healthy. Not most of them. Don't let the eye fool you. What looks like a healthy relationship is always most likely a facade. I'm not joking. Because people that put on fronts to look like a healthy relationship and try to be an example of a healthy relationship is not a healthy relationship, because you don't have to flaunt it if it is. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be. You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to explain it. People that flaunt their relationships, you can make it look healthy. It can be fake healthy or whatever to the eye of whoever's watching it. But at the end of the day, most relationships aren't always 100% healthy. They go through certain things, and a lot of times, and they go through a certain thing, they're not going to tell you, they're not going to show it, they're not going to do anything like that. Okay, healthy relationships are as healthy as your demand for them to pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where's your money? Get your money. You said false hope is the key. Yes. Nobody will get married or pregnant if they thought all men cheated. Just think about it. No women would get pregnant, engaged, or married if they truly, honestly believe that all men cheat. So, in order to keep the planet populated, there has to be hope. So I don't want to kill that hope. I just want to remind you that after you have procreated, to come back to reality. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You never. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, how to sleep with someone ugly if you need tips. Girl, turn off the light and drink tequila. Blackout both ways. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, why do cheating married men become so jealous and obsessed with their girlfriends? Because they can't control nothing else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Many people don't tell you this, but once you get married, the woman, especially if she's the prize, she usually takes the priority, and she's usually like the one with all the power in the relationship. So when a man seeks outside the relationship, he's also seeking power outside. Because if you don't have any power in the relationship as a man, you're going to seek outside of the relationship to feel powerful with someone else. That's just it. That's why if your man is not 100% a provider and feels like everything he's able to do and provide for you, he's not going to feel as powerful. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get this money, men, if you want to feel powerful. But either way, they still gonna cheat. So just get the money. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look, just, ma'am, look, just do this. Just get this money. Just get on Team Gold Digger. Okay. Why not? It's the only team that's winning. This is the only team that's winning, ma'am. I don't care if you gay, straight, or whatever you think you are. I have on my hoodie under this because I just threw it. This is the only team that's winning. If you ain't on this team, you ain't winning. Period. Get on a team. Get on the right team. Your team is Team You. Okay, I'm taking this off. It's kind of hot in here. But get on the right team. I don't care how successful you are. He needs to have more money. Okay? You can have all the money, but he needs to have some more. And be spending it. All right. Oh, I look like I'm about to be in the 80s movie. Hold on. Put the collar down. Put the collar down. So, what? You say you got invited to a luxury Dubai investment event, but I don't know anything about finances. I just know how to spend it. What do I do? Do you live in Dubai, ma'am? I don't know, ma'am. Go if you already live there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If dealing with a woman with a smell, tell her to take probiotics or prebiotics. Girl, just tell her to stop eating meat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That'll solve all your problems. Your breath won't even smell. All right. You said, why do men cheat? Because they're given the opportunity to, and also men are natural hunters. And if you're not a challenge anymore and you're predictable and boring, they're going to want to still go out and hunt. It's just like a cat at home. Like you can give them cat food, but if they like to chase like birds and mice outside or something, it's just the same thing. I missed super chat. Oh, my bad. How do you act or react to cheating to make him pay? By getting mad and saying, I can't believe, like, play the victim in it, like start crying and stuff, and then say that you'll never forgive them and you don't know how they could do this to you, and then like be scrolling on your phone and find something very expensive, like your dream car. Okay. Just start scrolling and find something real expensive while you're in the middle of professing your anger and your disbelief. Just be scrolling and it's like, oh my gosh, the ad to my dream car just popped up. Then temporarily get happy, but then go back to the situation. Then he's gonna be like, well, what was your car? What car was it? He's gonna try to change the subject, right? So you pull up that G-Wagon and you be like, but that anyway, I don't care. We're not even gonna be together anymore because you did this, and that. I wonder if they have it in this color. Well, do you want to go test drive it? Like, distract him with the things that he can do to get you to forgive him, like buy you your car, your next car, or your second car, or whatever. You could do the same thing if he's broke. Maybe just a pair of shoes if he ain't not got no money, or something, a pair of tires, or something he's got to pay. You said it's so hard to fake cry. Well, imagine him cheating. Then cry for real, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you don't really like him like that, then it will be hard to fake cry. I feel you. Like, this man cheated on you and you can't even fake cry? Well, I guess you don't like him either. Okay. Oh, the slooty booty. If all men cheat, then what separates the woman he cheats on from the woman he still respects and prioritizes while doing it? One is cheaper than the other. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's it. One he respects because he is building a life with her. The other one, he just wants to hit it and quit it or keep it on the side. So one will be the side chick and one wants to be the main chick. Either way, he could get them both if he wanted to, if he given the opportunity to. That's why the main chick is supposed to get the money. So the side chick, if he's got some left over for her, she's not getting as much money as the main chick if the main chick is smart. You know what I mean? So it just all depends on how much money the guy has and how much you're spending it and how much he's investing in you, whether he has money to cheat on the side or not. If he's cheating and not spending no money on the other chick, well, she's just, free for all. I don't know. But at the same time, spend his money and keep spending his money no matter what. And if he messes up and he gets caught, he got to buy something even more major, you know what I mean, than what he's already doing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you want to know my villain story so bad. I don't have a villain story. I just know the truth. I've never met one faithful man in my life. And I'm talking about from the pastor at the church, the mortician at the funeral home, the teachers in the school, the boyfriends, the whoever. I never met a faithful man in my entire life. So where am I supposed to find these men on the planet faithful? Okay. Are aliens even faithful? I don't know. We don't know. If we go to another planet, are they gonna have faithful aliens, or them aliens are gonna be cheating too? So I don't know why y'all keep thinking that. I know why, because y'all supposed to procreate, because y'all are still young. Once y'all done had a few babies, or at least a baby or two, your eyes are gonna open wider. I think there's a wisdom in motherhood that opens yourself up to a whole nother realm and a whole nother reality, and your mind just gets more clear, hopefully, and you'll see things for what they really are. I just think a lot of people need to realize that. Everybody's a cheater, man. Aliens, animals cheat, people cheat. The only person that might not cheat is Chat GPT. I don't know. Unless you program them to. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But see, y'all don't understand this. How, once you get to a certain age, you don't view it the same. It's just like, you don't view it the same. It's like cheating on a diet, literally. If you're on a special diet, are you going to cheat on that diet eventually? Probably. You're going to be strict and stick to it. Thank you, Sherry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you accept gifts from men you aren't dating? Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You should accept gifts from everybody that's gifting you, because if you believe in abundance and prosperity and you manifest it, then gifts should be coming left and right. For real. The reason why I say that is you get gifts, accept it. Be happy. Thank you, Jasmine's journey. Does it matter if his family has money or not? As long as he got money and he's spending it, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle on you. But if his family is broke, they're going to be asking him for money. So be careful. Think about the future before you get into anything with anybody. Oh, thank you, 5 of Wands. 555. Appreciate you for the art of it all. All abundance. Yes, yes. Money, abundance, prosperity, and gratitude, it all goes together. If you're thankful, if you're happy, if you're always, manifesting your abundance, you should seek it in everything. You should see it in everything. If your man cheats, the first thing you need to think about is abundance. How you finna get abundant and prosper off of it. Okay, that's abundant mindset. It just is. Instead of seeing a problem, see the solution that is beneficial. Okay. It is beneficial, darling. What? He said abundance and gifts are a part of that. Yes. You said rebuke the devil and a cheater. Girl, you're gonna be rebuking everybody you run into. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No one cares if a man is cheating. Do they have money to pay for their cheating ways? Think about it. If you're a woman of a certain age or a certain amount of wisdom, you already know what comes with any type of relationship. A chance, a very large chance of unfaithfulness. So make sure you're choosing the correct relationship, knowing that there's a very large chance for that happening. How do you feel about it? Is it a deal breaker? Do you care enough for it to hurt your feelings? If not, wonderful. Could get in there for the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hmm. I think young people definitely have to procreate. They got to have their feelings. They got to have their false hope. And once they procreate and get into their feelings, get their hearts broken and get all that stuff done, then the reality will set in. But in order for that reality to set in, you have to be done with all the checklist. You know what the checklist is, right? Find Prince Charming, get married, have a baby. Once that checklist has been checked, go on vacation. Once all the things on the checklist have been checked, now reality starts to look a little bit different. Okay. But you have to get there first, and hope gets you there. And that's a good thing. I'm not saying don't get married and don't have kids and don't do this and don't do that just because all men cheat. I'm saying that's what the hope is for, that you hope they don't do it. And you go in with hope and you go in a positive mindset. But guess what? It's still not a guarantee. So just make sure they have some money to pay for their mistakes. All right. Said paying the tithe. Thank you, Slooty Booty Building System. Appreciate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said, I think my strategies will keep men from cheating. I think a paying man it will cheat less than a man that ain't got to pay for nothing. Mm-hmm. Okay. You said this is not for the weak, honestly. Well, part of it is the correct target, ladies. If you care more about that man than you care about yourself, of course it's gonna hurt. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about it. But also if you care more about the relationship than you care about yourself, of course it's gonna hurt. If you're always the priority in your life, no matter what anyone does to you, especially if you're a thinker like me, no matter what anyone does to you, you're only going to see the opportunity. You're only going to see how you can get to the next level financially with that situation. You're only going to see those things. Or you're going to see, all the things that you gained from it. Like if there's nothing you can get out of it and there's nothing else, all you're going to see is what you gained from it, what you've learned from it, how great you've become for all of the things involved. All you're going to do is watch yourself grow more wise and more abundant. Because when you grow more wise and you grow more abundant through all of your situations and things like that, that's worth a lot of money too. Just the knowledge alone and the experience alone is worth a lot of money. Because most people won't, you know, most people won't think a certain way until the thing happens to them. So, like, I'll never believe that all men are 100% faithful until it happens to me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do it the opposite way. Go in thinking no man is faithful until they are faithful, because y'all be doing everything backwards. Y'all be giving blind hope, 100% trust. No, it's the opposite. They get 0% trust and 0%, you know, hope for being faithful. If they are faithful, that's a nice surprise. That's, that's a gift. But don't go in there hoping and wishing and set yourself up for disappointment. Okay. I'll be like, yeah, I know you ain't perfect, and neither am I. I always say that. I know you're not, because this is what gets people right here when they hear the neither am I. I know you're not perfect, and neither am I. That means know what it is. But if you are the prize, they will pay to stay. But if you don't want them, still make them pay to make them think they're staying, and then kick them to the curb. Okay. You said, why do men make you feel guilty for not doing what they tell you to do? Because you're stupid. Stupid enough to feel guilty for not doing what a man told you to do. That's not your boss. Does he sign your paycheck? You're a free individual. You don't have to do nothing nobody tells you to do. Just laugh in his face and tell him to do it himself, or tell his mama to do it. Mean women. A lot of men like mean women. Okay? Because if you own it, they can't make you feel guilty for it, because you're going to laugh at them. All right? So imagine somebody trying to make me feel guilty for not doing something they said to do. I'd be laughing at them. They're going to feel stupid. See? Flip the script. Well, why didn't you do this? Because I didn't want to. Well, I told you to do it. I don't care what you said. Well, I'm going to make you feel guilty. Well, good luck. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't care. That's how, man. You just don't care. You said mean women always have relationship rosters. Yeah, the meaner you are, the more they want you. Should you stay mean after marriage? Yep, get meaner. Oh, hi, Shira. Thank you for your teachings. You've been getting knowledge from me since 2017. Multiple men are providing for you, even though you're engaged. Thank you. Well, sprinkle, sprinkle to you too, ma'am. Thank you. Wonderful. Get your money. What if he tells you he talks to other women during the date? What is the best reaction? It's like, oh, I never thought you would. It's like, I always assumed you were. It's act like it ain't no surprise. Well, I always assumed you were. If you already say you already assumed he did, there ain't no news. He ain't telling you nothing. You ain't feeling no sort of way. Well, I automatically assumed you already were. Then just smile. Then he's going to ask you if you've seen any other men. Well, no, I'm not seeing any other men at the moment. And you're telling the truth, because he's the only one sitting there. And that is the moment. You said, be a woman, you're disgusting. What does that mean? Is that more guilt for doing what you want as a woman? Okay, well, I don't have that guilt, because sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. I appreciate you. How are you supposed to continue the conversation opened by the man? First time meeting, like, how do I know they're serious about getting to know me and to continue with them? Okay. They'll try to, while being religious. Well, you tell them your standards. And if they meet them financially, then they're serious. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't date anybody unless they're full providers. I don't do this and I don't do that. If they're willing to meet them, then they're serious. If not, then they're not. That's literally it. Some Dusty's trying to give orders and they have no money or standing. That's like a hilarious thing. Have you ever seen a Dusty trying to give orders and nobody's moving? They're like looking around. You finna get up for that, Dusty? No. You gonna do that? No. You ain't doing it, Dusty. They start looking around to see who else is listening, and it's nobody. He said, what if you're pretty sure he's cheating but can't get proof, hence can't ask for compensation? Act like you already know. And usually men give themselves away too easily. Just act like you already know. If they try to defend something that's made up, they're cheating. So if you say, well, I saw the conversations, just don't even give no detail. Just like, I saw the conversations. Or keep it very vague. It's like, I know what you're doing. I saw everything. Then let him go explain. Well, I don't know what you saw, but that's this is not, like, you ain't got to say nothing but a few words and they'll bust themselves. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, what was that? Thank you, Katie, for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you say to an old man that's looking for a relationship when he asks what you're looking for? Full-time provider. That's what you tell him. He old, he know the deal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's old, he already know the deal. Well, I'm looking for someone that's a full provider. That means he can't move or budge or impress you until he pull that wallet out and start paying the bills. All right? That's what you're looking for, a full provider. Let me help y'all out. Y'all just get this sweatshirt from Russell Hartley's merch on his Instagram. Y'all will be set. People just know automatically what to do. If you're smart, you can put your Cash App on the back. I should get mine on the back. Okay, in fact, I'm going to put it back up. Here you go. I'm going to get this printed on the back. I'm going to go to like Michael's and get the iron-on letters, and I'm putting it on the back. So, yeah. Or I might put it down here at the bottom and on the back. Why not? You say you might wear it on a date. Yes, I'm gonna go to Michael's and customize the back with my Cash App. Just walk around. And my Apple Pay. Okay, why not? Anyway, what time is it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said someone said Shera should give etiquette classes. Yes, darling. When the waiter puts the check down, don't even look at it. Take a deep breath and a sip of your drink and put outfits together in your mind. There is the only etiquette you need. Don't pick up the bill. Ever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop spamming. Yeah, stop spamming, y'all. Y'all know I don't really talk about too many people on this channel. Who cares? I'm not like, I didn't grow up in the area, y'all. Well, I don't know. There's gossipers everywhere. I don't really care. As long as people get their money, wonderful. As long as women are winning it and getting their money, wonderful. Okay. Make him pay. That's all I say. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's not paying, he's not staying. Period. That's literally it. If you're not driving up in the latest, most fabulous dream vehicle, then why are you still bothering with anybody that's trying to beg for forgiveness? If you ain't begging with money for forgiveness, if you're not throwing money at someone for forgiveness, you ain't trying to take them to the dealership, then it don't even count. Okay? You're begging wrong. You got to get to the dealership, get in front of that G-Wagon, or get a second car if you already got a G-Wagon. Get something else. Go along with it. I don't care. Get you a second home. What are y'all doing? Where's the beach house? Okay, do more. Get more. This is how all these women be getting stuff. Y'all always see them rich women. That's how they be getting everything. That's how they be getting upgrades on their rings, their vehicles, their second vehicles, their beach houses, their lake house. That's how they be getting it. Y'all don't know? They mess up, they have to pay, and that's how they pay. Okay. But if the man don't got the money like that, then they shouldn't be with him anyway. If they can't pay, they can't stay. Mm-hmm. What's my opinion on men with social media? They're too young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They got to be old. They don't need to know how to even download an app, baby. They know how to download apps, and they are on all the social medias. They're too young for me. If you know how to download apps without help and assistance of somebody younger, if you know how to, put a profile together, you might be a little bit too young. You say, "Oh, that's old." Exactly. I said that they're a little young for my taste. Like you said, that's geriatric. Well, I already got kids. I don't need somebody that's trying to procreate. You know what I mean? Like I'm already married and my husband is old. I've already been there, done that, all those things. So, like when you get to my age, you're gonna be like, okay, I've already been there, done that, got kids. Kids are almost grown. This, and that. You're not gonna be looking for the same stuff as the younger women are looking for because they're still trying to have a family, procreate, start a life, and do all this kind of stuff. When you've already done that, like after, and some of y'all have done it single already. So if you've done that single already, you're not gonna be looking for nothing young anymore. You're gonna be looking for someone much older that's ready to settle down and play chess or something and not have no social media. Okay. All right. Hmm. Should you get married if we are in our 20s and found it? Found what? A winning lottery ticket? What'd you find? Some buried treasures? A bunch of money? What'd you find? Because I don't know what you found in your 20s. If it ain't no money, you ain't found nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm. Get the bag, get the money, yes. Most common signs he's cheating. He hides his phone. He's always busy. He can't answer right away. He's extra nice when he's been missing. Guilt gifts. They'll just buy you something for no reason. Um, they'll want to track you and be on like what you call it, sharing locations so they always know where you are so they don't be there. Okay. Their routine will change. They'll start to buy like new underwear and they never like cared it before. Um, they'll try to hang out alone a lot or with their men, boyfriends or buddies. Thank you, Levitt. Your provider's wife keep texting me. She's mad. She's pregnant. What do I do? There's nothing you can do. He already messed up. What are you supposed to do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What are you supposed to do? It's too late. You already did what you was doing. Okay. Someone says, did you block her? How to get the bag and not doing anything intimate? By false hope. Just like, you know how all y'all ladies think most men are going to be faithful to you? The same false hope that y'all have, use that by leading them on that you're going to give them some. Okay. So the same type of false hope that you have that a man is going to be faithful, turn around and use that same false hope to lead them on to thinking you're going to give them some and then never do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give them false hope and this time around, but they'll never get what they really want. Now, will they? Okay. And I've said this, like, there's a lot of people that won't even get into relationships anymore because they're afraid their man is going to cheat on them. So they just stay single or just date every now and then. But let me tell you something. If you're a relationship hopper because a man cheats on you, it's because you haven't found the one that's rich enough to buy your fake forgiveness and for you not to care and for you to cut him off in the bed. So that's why I tell people, if you cut a man off in the bed, you don't care if he's cheating, as long as he's paying for whatever you need him to pay and keep your lifestyle up. It doesn't even matter after a certain point. Okay? They got to cheat anyway because you ain't going to do nothing with them. Why? Because they've already messed up. And sometimes if they rather save face or it's cheaper to keep, or if y'all got kids or whatever, then who cares? Just collect the money and keep it moving. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But see, when you have false hope and you marry for the wrong reason, like love and fidelity and honesty, the things that don't really exist unless somebody's lying, the best thing you can do is wake up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Said older men aren't as sexual. Yeah, the older they are, the less likely they'll be doing the most. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to get your acting skills together. But see, most men know that they're going to cheat on you. That's why they don't want a commitment. That's why they try not to get emotionally involved with women in the beginning or so soon on in the dating, because they know that they're not going to be faithful. And instead of disappointing you, they try to just avoid the whole thing altogether and just keep it like light. But a lot of women want to rush into commitment. They want to rush into a relationship. They want to rush into a man being perfect and all this kind of stuff. And the man, I already know he ain't nowhere near perfect. But if it's going to get him closer to you and getting what he wants out of the situation, he's going to pretend. So when I say all men cheat, I don't mean they cheat to hurt you. I mean, they cheat because they're going to cheat. And most of them try to avoid commitment altogether, because a lot of times if they do try to push commitment, it's because they don't want you cheating on them. They still might cheat on you. But if they try to pull out the commitment card, like, oh, I want you to be my girlfriend, I want to be in a committed relationship, but they still cheat, it's because they don't want you cheating. And they think that you're stupid enough to commit to a relationship that they're not committed to. So that's why some men try to get you to commit, It's still cheap. So just both lie to each other and do what y'all want to do, I guess. Sprinkle. That's what y'all gonna do anyway. Lie to each other and keep doing what y'all gonna do anyway. Yeah, don't expect anything out of anyone except if you put them on direct deposit, expect that to hit every month. All right. Sprinkle. How to deal with a controlling provider man who controls your clothes and doesn't want you to swim in public. Go visit your mother and go swim wherever you want and wear whatever you want while you're visiting your mother. Sprinkle. That means go somewhere and lie and say you ain't going nowhere and then go somewhere and do what you want. Honestly, if you allow a man to control you that much, you don't love yourself. Okay? You're not getting enough of his money. You're not getting enough of his money if you allow him to control you like that. That means you ain't got no money to control anything. If you allowing a man to control you on that level, you're not getting enough of his money and putting it to the side, baby. Okay? Where is your money? Most women that have that type of money don't let people tell them nothing. Sprinkle. Every time he give you money, you're supposed to be stashing it, saving it, or starting a business. So next time he fixes his lips to say something stupid, you can laugh in his face. All right? Sprinkle. You said, listen to this woman and you will never be a wife. Listen to me and you will never be broke. Okay? And being a wife these days is not the biggest flex unless the man is paying all your bills and giving you money to shop. Because there are single women out here getting money to shop, living their best life and being provided for by many men versus being told what to do by some control freak that don't have no control nowhere but his house and at work. Or maybe not even at work. Maybe that's why he take it out on the wife, or no one respects him. So he tries to demand respect from somebody else. A lot of men are on power trips sometimes. And that's why you just need to laugh in their face. Like, boy, who you talking to? Go tell your mama that. I ain't the one. Sprinkle. I'm gonna wear what I want. If you don't like it, don't look. That's it. If he tells you what to wear, you need to start telling him what to wear. Period. Start picking out his clothes. Pick out some gay stuff. Get him some tight spandex slacks that almost look like jeggings. Put them in those. Okay. Get him a fitted shirt that buttons up and the button's almost popping off. Tell him to wear this. Show off your figure. Put him in the tightest outfit possible. Okay. Buy his clothes 3 sizes too small and put him in it. It's like, if you tell me what to wear, I'll tell you what to wear. We're going to both be looking crazy. We were both going to be looking cuckoo. Because you know what? At the end of the day, you can't tell nobody what to do unless, they're willing to do those things. A lot of times women are like, what do I do if he tries to control me? Laugh in his face. I'm not finna do nothing but laugh in your face if you tell me to wear something I ain't trying to wear. I'm gonna be laughing. You know what I'm gonna do if you tell me to wear something? I'm gonna put this shirt on. Like, I'm gonna wear this and go walk around outside. With my Cash App on the back. How about that? Hello, Shera. How can I become more quick-witted? I feel like you lack creativity for a playful banter with your target. That's because you don't talk to enough people. Sprinkle. And you care too much about what people think. You got to be able to risk it all and not care. That's I think that is the key to being witty. You don't care what other people think, and you're willing to risk the relationship or lack thereof, because most of the time it's not even a relationship, it's just a date. You got to be able to see how much they really like you in order for them to stick around with your, quick-witted comebacks and whatever. Like you can't really care. That's literally it. It's like, I don't really need you. I don't care, whatever. If you like it, great. If you don't, step. I don't care. I'm not losing anything. I'm the prize. But if you think of it like that, you'll be more quick-witted and unapologetic as to what you're talking about or saying to people. Okay. Okay, you were dating somebody who was 26. You was mean to him. He decided to girlfriend another girl. We didn't do anything intimate. How do I get him back? He's rich and 26 billionaire level. Okay, then he'll have more than one girl then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Most billionaires have more than one girlfriend, don't they? Just be the other one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just lie and tell him it was that, you know what, you were emotional, your hormones were out of whack. Just lie and just be the other one. They probably have more than two. They might have three. You don't even know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said he's a billionaire. I know he got more than one. All right. Be another one. Get on his roster. How do you get a man to spend on you without him thinking that you're just using him for his money? Just wear this shirt, man. Then he ain't got to say nothing, and you ain't got to say nothing, and it'll just be understood, okay? Just be like, I ain't finna lie no more. I'm just gonna wear the t-shirt. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I ain't gonna lie anymore. Just get money. Okay. I just assume they all cheat. Yeah. Just like they assume any woman who wants a provider is a gold digger. You might as well just assume they all cheat and everybody be happy and get their money or avoid each other. That's what I'm gonna do. But I want money. I know you cheat. So now what? What we gonna do? Lie to each other? Give each other false hope that we don't believe anyway? Wonderful. Let's do that. You're gonna be 100% faithful to me? You were with me because you really love me for me? Sure. Y'all lying to each other. Should you wait until you're at your goal weight before you go freestyle? No, go down. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go now and keep going it while you're losing weight. Who cares? You'll see how much better you get treated or how different you get treated along the way. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. How do you handle a guy asking why you don't reciprocate with gifts to him? Oh, you know what? They closed the Dollar Tree in my neighborhood. Oh my gosh. So sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl. Or just go to the Dollar Tree. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get them some socks and make them a little Dollar Tree basket. Get them some socks, some razors. One of them books from the book section that came out the bargain section of Books A Million or Barnes and Noble. That's where they all go anyway, the Dollar Tree. The little book section. Get him a book. Get him his favorite snacks. Make him a Dollar Tree basket. They even have blankets at the Dollar Tree now. And I made some popcorn. They have them B or CD movies at the Dollar Tree, them old movies, them DVDs. Put one in there. Oh, this is for movie night. Here's some popcorn, a blanket, a DVD. Especially if they old, they still got a DVD player. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, go and buy a Dollar Tree basket. Spend no more than $10. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, DT Fabulous. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Yes. He said buy it with his money. Most important part, there you go. Sudoku books, word puzzles. You know, old people like them word puzzles. All right. If he's young, buy him some socks and a, I don't know. What do you buy young people? Candy? All right, spark. His favorite energy drink. I don't know what them young people be doing. Okay. Um, uh-oh. You say you got a husband listening to my advice. You got married in 12 months. Okay. You gave him hard times. That's why he loves you and married you on the spot. Men like to struggle, run marathons. Okay. We as Snicks. Why Snicks? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. You said, do men cheat on beautiful women? Ask Rihanna, ask Beyonce, ask Halle Berry, ask whoever else is cute and got cheated on. I don't know. Ask them. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go ask them. Uh-huh. You said buy him some tissues. Do I think Sheila, do you think you can attract a real provider man through arranged marriage? Only if they arrange that he has some money before they arrange for you to marry him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only if they arrange for him to be super rich before they arrange for him to meet you. Okay. Some of y'all are too young to remember who got cheated on and when and where and with by who. Sorry, y'all. I told y'all I was older. It's so funny because of my age. I like scroll through Instagram and TikTok, and sometimes I see people telling stories that happened years ago that people already knew, that all the stuff, and it's like news to these youngsters. I'm like, y'all ain't find that new. That was old news. Hmm. What do you do if you stay at home wife is bored at home while husband working all day? Start a business or create a hobby or join a gym, join a country club, learn how to play something, learn how to do something, learn how to paint. Like fill yourself up with hobbies, you know. Go take pickleball lessons or tennis lessons. Go learn how to golf. Go do all the things he wish he could be doing. Look, go shopping. Go do all things he can't do because he at work. All right, spring. There you go. Someone said go to lunch, go out, go shopping, go get your hair done, go get your nails done, go get a facial, go do something, man. Go take a walk, go take a nature walk. Someone says go swimming, join a book club. I don't know. Go do something. Do I believe in revenge on men, especially if they put your body at risk? Um, you can't blame a man for everything because it takes two to tango, baby. That's number one. If you dealing with him and you put your own body at risk by believing that a man is honest and truthful, then who's the fool? That's why I don't believe in revenge, because it takes two. You know what I mean? So here's my thing. If you're sleeping with a man, he says he's 100% faithful, you the dumb one. Because I've been telling y'all, all men cheat. So if you dumb enough to believe he ain't doing nothing and you put your own body at risk, you can't be mad at him because you already know that men are liars and are opportunists. So because you trusted him, because you blindly trust, if you want to seek revenge out on him because you blindly trusted him, knowing all men lie and cheat, you have to think about how smart you really are. Because if you do that again with the next man and the next man and the next man, you're just repeating a dumb pattern, which I tell y'all all the time, to trust 100% blindly, to believe someone is 100% faithful from jump is the dumbest thing a woman can ever do. Okay? They have to earn all of that. They have to earn your trust. They have to earn your belief in their faithfulness by doing the utmost to prove that they're being faithful. Not just, oh, you don't trust me? Oh, you don't believe me? The answer is nope and nope. Okay? So you can only seek revenge on him if you are not taking accountability for the part that you played in the situation. Never trust a man blindly, and never believe he can stay faithful, and never believe that he's being 100% honest with you. That's the only thing you can really truly count on and believe that is the truth. Okay? Because either way, if you're wrong, you still win. Okay? Think about this. Even if you're wrong about him being faithful or not lying, you still are safe and winning by the precautions that you will take. Okay? So never believe a man and never trust them to be faithful. Sorry. And that doesn't mean you can't have a relationship with one. That doesn't mean you can't love one. It just means you have to move accordingly. Okay? That just means you got to move accordingly. That's literally it. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to move accordingly. That's it. You said all men are guilty until proven innocent. Might as well be. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But, and to put it in a nicer way, because there's a nicer way to say this. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't believe everything people tell you. Remember, everyone has an ulterior motive. That's literally it. If you read the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, you won't be going into any situation blindly trusting anyone or believing anyone at their word. Ever. Not even a man that you're supposed to be falling in love with. You still won't. You'll still keep your eyes open. You'll still not put all your eggs in one basket. Okay. Okay. Read that book. Okay. Stop being dumb, people. It's written for a reason. Why do you think? Do you know that a lot of people read that book? More men probably read that book than women do. I think more women should read that book. Okay. Read it. Mm-hmm. He said, how can you make him obsessed after breaking up? By finding a man with more money that looks better. Or just with more money, depending on their age, I guess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody that has more money and looks better, or somebody that treats you better, looks better, and has more money. All of the above. Always upgrade. That's how you make people more obsessed over you. When you upgrade and now they look like they don't even qualify anymore if they tried. Okay. Good. What to gift on his birthday to act like you care? Something that is sentimental. So every time he uses it, which he should be using it a lot, he thinks of you. So something that he's going to use a lot, like a staple item that men use a lot, like Most men, they like, what do they have? Like a pair of glasses, a watch. Don't ever buy them a watch. That's too expensive. A pair of shades, a wallet, a keychain, a pen, something that they're going to use a lot. That every time they touch it, they're going to think of you. That's if you're in a relationship. In a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, head to the Dollar Tree and get him a Dollar Tree basket. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And y'all be laughing at them Dollar Tree baskets. I actually put together a really cute Dollar Tree basket around last Christmas for my daughters. And people are like, "Oh, where did you get that? Oh, what's in there? I want one." Ma'am, all this stuff from the Dollar Tree. I had face masks in there. I had manicure kits. I had like brushes, mirrors, combs, a book in there, like little cute stuff. And people could not believe that that's where it came from. A little blanket wrapped up, a little stuffed animal. You can get all that stuff at the Dollar Tree. And a card. They won't know where you got it from. Just take all the tags off. Said all you need is $15, and it'll look like you really sat and thought about what they liked, what their interests were, and that you put together a little care package gift. And it's more personal, and it looks like you put more effort into it, but you only spent $15 to $10 to $15 to $20. How to act if he catches you? Dumb, because that's how dumb you are if you get caught. If you save their number under scam likely, hopefully they won't catch you. If you go out on the opposite side of town and wear wigs, contacts, and speak in a different accent, you'll less likely get caught. If you turn off your location on your phone, you'll less likely get caught. If you do smart things, you'll less likely get caught. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all are out here in y'all's regular clothes that he sees you in every day with your same hairstyle, your same makeup, your same eye color, your same name, and your same accent, you dumb. You better put an accent on it, throw a wig on it, go to the other side of town or do something. Because y'all just sitting here literally on the same side of town, looking the same way you look every time you see this person. No. Why are y'all not doing the right things? Get up, get a wig, get an accent, get some contacts, go on the other side of town. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all be getting caught because y'all are dumb. You shouldn't say anything to anybody because you shouldn't be getting caught. Okay. Two guys have been sending you money almost every day for a year, but they now want to sleep with me and want a relationship with it. What should you do? Get their hopes up real high so they can send you a bunch of money, and then Aunt Ethel gonna start having problems. If y'all don't know who Aunt Ethel is, she is the helper that helps you avoid intimacy or gets you money. So Aunt Ethel is old and she needs your financial help, or her health takes a turn for the worse. She's like a fake aunt or a fake great aunt. So her health is always at risk, or she always needs the money. So, you have to give her your last so he could give you his money. Or, she's in the hospital or she doesn't make it. So now you have about a whole nother month to properly mourn the fake death. You know what I mean? So Aunt Ethel will buy you time and sympathy and possibly get you more money or plane tickets or something, So pull out Aunt Ethel. Thank you, Jeannie or Jenny. How do men often cheat? Why do men often cheat after they have a baby? Because they don't get enough attention and the woman's body is not all the way healed, or they don't find her attractive in a sexual way. That's just men. They only think about certain things. Okay. They're more animalistic than they are humanistic. Okay. Men are more animalistic rather than human. So they're closer to being an animal than they are to being a, what do you call it? an evolved human being. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Especially young men, because their hormones are all over the place. So they're more animalistic than maybe an older man. So we're going to blame it on the age also. We're going to blame men doing those things on age and their lack of attention, and also their more animalistic nature. Okay. And look, us saying this is not a bad thing. Men know this about themselves. That's why they don't easily run into commitment. That's why they easily don't want to just settle down. That's why they always try to avoid certain things. Unless they're trying to control you and who you're dealing with, then they'll make a false commitment to you in order to keep you from straying or cheating. So just understand, men's motives are very different from women's motives. Men are more animalistic when it comes to being physical. And that's all y'all need to know. This is science. This is just science. Why are you going to argue with science? Now, I can help you. If you get these pheromones from Ho Cosmetics, these are pheromones, and you keep these on you at all times, then if you do have a man, they'll be more attracted to you because their hormones and these pheromones and all that kind of stuff are going to be like clicking and clacking together. You know what I mean? Clickety and clacketing together. And hold on, I'm going to get you the link. Clicketing and clacketing together. And so this is what you actually need. This might not guarantee his faithfulness, but it'll guarantee his attraction towards you still. I'm going to link it. And then just use my code Shera. This is my code. What the heck? Sorry, y'all. When you go to Ho Cosmetics Pheromones and you check out, just use my code Shera and you'll save money. So this will help keep them attracted to you because there's pheromones in it. And like when you're pregnant, also, someone asked me about someone pregnant. You don't release certain pheromones that you release when you're not pregnant. This is another thing because this is science. So every month when you ovulate, you release a certain pheromone. And that's what these Liquid Finesse and the Press Him and the Essence and all this, like a lot of these have the pheromones that women release when they're ovulating to attract men. So you're not ovulating, or certain pheromones aren't being projected when you are pregnant. So you get some of this. Even if women are old and ain't got no periods no more, ain't ovulating no more, get this deal, okay? Older ladies, get you some cosmetics. Okay, I'm going to link it. And also use my code Shera. I'm going to type in my code. When you get to the website, just put in Shera. You save your money, okay? So if you're older, if you're pregnant, and you want your man to still be more attracted to you, get that Liquid Finesse, get that Press Him. There you go. Okay, spark. I smell good now. It smells like fresh air and a slight perfume, like a slight sweetness. Very slight. But you could pair this with other perfumes as well. And it won't interfere because the scent is so light. Okay. Get it. I'm telling you, it works. And also the Liquid Finesse, it's like it makes people want to talk to you more. It makes people nicer to you. It's like literally Liquid Finesse. And it also boosts your own mood. The Liquid Finesse does not smell like pretty much anything. It just smells like fresh, clean, like linen air or whatever. So definitely get this. A lot of people have already gotten it and they can attest to it. Okay. I'm gonna link it again. I'm gonna put my code here. Use my code. Okay, because it is, it's not cheap, but you can always use a little extra, savings. So definitely use my code, and I'm gonna link the thing here. Okay. Who don't want to save no money? I know that's right. Sprinkle. The code is Shera. One word, Shera. Did I not link the whole thing? I'm gonna link it here. And then just type in Shera as the code when you check out. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Is it working? Somebody click on it and tell me if it's working, because I got it off the website. Mm-hmm. I've probably worn this every day for the last year. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all. Okay, thanks. It works. So the only thing you can kind of do to keep a man more interested in you in that way is the pheromones. Keep them on you every day. All right. Period. Miss Super Chat. Oh no, hold on one second. What would you do as a trans girl in the game? Use the fantasy and take advantage of the fetish? Of course. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always get your money and take advantage of them. Your now provider who you met on the airport, sprinkle, sprinkle, wants to talk to me about not having to work anymore. Should I only agree if we marry? No. You should say, okay, well, if I work, this is how much money I make. So can you give me this amount of money to put in my savings account or an investment account or my bank account so that I can feel comfortable not working? And can you put me on direct deposit for this much money so that I have spending money? I don't have to beg you or talk to you or do anything unnecessary in order, to have some money to spend in my account. You need to come up with that arrangement, because a lot of these men will have you talking about, oh, I can't go nowhere, or I can't wear this, or I can't wear it. You get your money first before you agree to anything. Make sure you look like you don't need a job in your bank account first, not because he says words don't matter. Make him put his money where his mouth is. If he don't want you to work, tell him to fill up that bank account in advance. What would you, okay, yeah. Tell him to fill up that bank account in advance, darling. If not, you're not listening to him. How to get him to provide if he knows you're rich. Tell him that your love language is money. That's how you got rich. Okay, because everybody knows you like money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said aside from pheromones? Think about this. Men, I tell y'all don't listen to me. Men are more animalistic. Are you listening? They're like animals. They sniff, they chase, they hunt. If you're not producing a certain hormone because of pregnancy or because of after pregnancy or because of breastfeeding or whatever, your cycle isn't back on right, and you're not ovulating or producing oxytocin or whatever, they're going to sniff out the chick next to you that is. It's all about science. It's all about animalistic behavior. It's all about all those types of things. A man is going to cheat. A man is going to do what he want to do because he can. And he's like, because he's an animal. You have tools and everything to help y'all. Y'all just don't want no help. Y'all have me. Y'all have pheromones. Y'all have cute dresses. Y'all have lies. Y'all have creativity. Y'all got wigs. Why isn't it making sense? Why don't all of y'all have somebody's wallet by now? That's my question. We got all the things at our fingertips to get this money. Why aren't y'all getting it? Who cares if they're faithful or not? Who cares if a dog is faithful? They still come home and eat. Where's the money? Just don't sleep with him. You just started dating a guy, but he lets you pay sometimes and didn't get me. He lets you pay. That don't sound like he lets you do anything. It sounds like he wants you to pay or needs you to pay. He didn't get you nothing for your birthday. How do you bring it up, girl? You already just get Pick Misha tattooed on you. Sprinkle. Just go ahead and go to the tattoo parlor and tell them go ahead and tattoo you up with Pick Misha on your arm, because that's what you look like. If you ever reach in your wallet when you in the presence of a grown, able-bodied man, go get you a Pick Misha tattoo. Sprinkle. Hello, Shera. How can I be more quick-witted because you suck at flirting and don't know what to say when flirting? You're not supposed to be flirting. They're supposed to be flirting with you. You're the prize. You don't have to flirt with them. You just have to respond to their flirts. And don't overdo it because it looks fake. Take the compliments they're giving you, laugh at all their dumb jokes, and ask them about their day, and act dumb and ask questions. That's literally it. You're not there to impress them. They're there to impress you. Sprinkle. Okay. Hello, Shera. Okay, I already answered that. Your baby daddy provider lately tells you he feels like your slave. What it mean? He been paying all, but has been distant lately. Okay. So he probably doesn't feel appreciated, and he probably feels like all he's doing is working and giving you money and helping you out. So that's why you need more than one. So you can have two of them. Sprinkle. And relieve some of his duties and go get you one with more money. Sprinkle. Okay. He's telling you to go get another one. He can't do the whole load. He's telling you, you're putting too much on my back. You need another one. That's what he told you. He says, I can't handle all this stuff you're asking me to do. So what he really said, let me translate it. Go get you a backup. Go get you a roster. You need another one. He's not enough. He can't do it all. He can't do it all, baby. So go add another one to the roster and ask them for some stuff too. All right, sprinkle. He's trying to tell you, lighten his load, ma'am. He ain't got you said he's a provider, but he feels like a slave. So maybe you need to hire a handyman. Maybe you need to hire, an assistant with his money. Or maybe you just need to go get another one. Sprinkle. Which one you gonna do? You gonna hire an assistant with his money, a handyman, or you just gonna go get a whole nother one on the side? What you gonna do? Let us know when you figure it out. All right, sprinkle. Or hire some help with his money. All right, there you go. Yes. He said they don't want you to cry when they break your heart. That's why you need two of them. That way your heart never get broke. Because you don't care. You got to back up. Sprinkle. Okay. If you have a backup, you can never be heartbroken because there's always somebody in there waiting for you. Like, dang, I can't wait for them to break up so I can have her. The guy sitting in the rafters waiting on you to be single, That's what you need, baby. What, Chantel? A man that works at Publix really likes you. He be working there since 2002 as a produce associate is expecting my phone number. Ma'am, if he been working there since 2002, he should be the owner of Publix. He shouldn't still be in the produce section, ma'am. Something wrong. Okay? How are you going to work in the same section since 2002 as a produce man and not get no promotion, not become the manager, not even the assistant manager, man? What's happening? Something wrong. Sprinkle with both of y'all. All right. And how do you go to the same exact grocery store since 2002? Y'all, something wrong with both of y'all. Okay. Okay, there's new grocery stores being built everywhere. Why are you going to the same one? I know a new location closer to you than popped up since 2002. What are you doing? You going to see him, and he just trying to make ends meet and stop himself from being homeless. What are y'all doing? Yeah, I don't know. Y'all might deserve each other, but I'm not going to recommend it. Um, are women nurses pygmishas only if they date below them? If you're not dating higher than yourself and you're a nurse, that means if you ain't dating somebody that makes way more money than you, then yes. What's my religion? The get money religion, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The don't trust blindly religion. The words mean nothing religion. Action, baby. Direct deposit. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, would I say I'm rich? I'll never say that I'm broke. So whatever that means to you, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll never say that I'm broke. I will never have to say that I'm broke. There you go. And you know what? Let me tell y'all a secret. To people who aren't rich or consider themselves rich, I'm going to tell y'all something. Some of the biggest billionaires in the world, they don't even look rich. They don't flex like they're rich. A lot of them don't because they already have so much. They probably did in the beginning. But once you get used to having money, you don't have to flex like that anymore. You know what I mean? Like most people that have a lot of money for a long time, they don't have to flex. It's just natural for them to know that they can have everything they want, can buy whatever they want, go wherever they want, do whatever they want. They just already know that it's not a big deal. It's just norm after a certain point. Like to them, you can only just get richer. You know what I mean? It's just the norm after a certain thing. Like if you hang out in the suburbs, if you go to, little soccer games and, high school football games and very expensive neighborhoods, everybody's rich. Everybody's rich. And it's just the norm to them. So in order to feel like you're doing something extra, you got to be around a bunch of people that look to people to act and feel rich in order to get that rich quality vibe. But when you live in the suburbs and everybody has money, it's just the normal. Okay. Compared to some people that they're super rich. There's wealthy. And then there's rich. And then there's middle class. So wherever people fit in, that's where they fit in. Whew. Somebody asking for a Publix discount in the comments. Oh my gosh. He can probably get you a discount. The worker that works at Publix. You said Addict is sold out. It's not sold out. You have to write them. You got to write them. You got to message them and ask for it, and they'll ask you a series of questions on the Whole Cosmetics pheromone store. Addict is not sold out, but they want to make sure you know how to use it properly and that it's not going to put you in any sort of danger because it's that potent as a pheromone. So you have to write to them. You got to contact them and ask them about it. It's like a, if you know type of thing. So the Addict says sold out. Just ask them. And then tell them I sent you and use my code too. There you go. The instructions come with it, and it's also on the website. It's not my company, but I do promote it because it works, and it's very helpful for ladies, dating and things like that. It works well in marriages, dating, friendships. There's even one to increase your business or, increase your I guess you can use it at work too. There's some that you can even use for work. And there's some for men too to attract women. So there's all sorts of pheromones on that website. So even if you just go through and take a quiz, there's a little quiz on there. They'll tell you which ones you're looking for or what's best for you. And they do work. The pheromones, the whole cosmetics pheromones. These. Okay. Just read the website and go through the website. I'm going to link it again. Here you go. And then use my code Shera when you check out. There you go. Okay. Now listen to me very carefully once again for the people in the back. Addict is not sold out. You have to write the owner. You have to write the website and request it. Okay? Because it's that powerful. They're not just going to sell it all willy-nilly. They're going to ask you a series of questions. All right. Make sure you know what you're doing. Okay. Don't use it in a dusty area. Don't use it around no dust. If you do, you're done. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said they all cheat. Don't take men seriously. Never. Just take their money seriously, Sarah. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just take the money seriously. There you go. Look, when it comes to being in a relationship with a man, don't take them seriously in the relationship. If you know all guys cheat, or they're not a man of action and they're just all words, don't believe nothing they say, and don't put all your eggs in one basket and put all your faith and happiness in a man being faithful. If you're doing business with a man, then just do business. If you have a friend that's a man, then just keep him as a friend. But if you're in a relationship, you have to look at things much different. You got to look at things a lot different. You're the same people that you deal with, like friendships, relatives, co-workers. It's not the same thing you're going to be dealing with in a relationship. It's not the same. He doesn't need to be rich to provide. He just needs to be generous. That's true. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as he's got what you need and it's enough for you and to start a family, if that's the road y'all are headed down, wonderful. Okay. As long as you don't have to clock in 9 months pregnant, I think you're good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what's the most money someone has donated to a live? Girl, it was years ago. I had a lot of big spenders in my comments. Probably $3,000 just in gifts. But that was years ago. But there was at one point there was two people competing against each other about who could give the most. Y'all remember those days, my day ones? Okay. You said, do men cheat while married? You ain't never heard that saying? Y'all ain't never heard that saying? There's nothing more single than a married man? Y'all, okay. What? Yeah. You said you're being sarcastic and say you made this choice out of heart, and they say, so this was made based on your heart? What to say? Say yes and start sniffing like you're fake crying and get your money. Yes. I really liked you. Let me tell y'all a secret. And I know y'all are this is going to be hard for some of y'all to hear. And I have to go very soon because my battery is low on here and I didn't bring my charger. A married man will, presented with the opportunity to cheat, will hop on it faster than a single man or just a man in a regular relationship. A man that is tied down, doesn't see hope or opportunity very much anywhere. So he hops on the opportunity faster, or he tries to make himself available for opportunity more often because he feels trapped. All right. All right, I gotta go, y'all, because I don't want this battery to go out in the middle of the live. I gotta go. I forgot my charger on my laptop. But anyway, thank y'all so much, everybody who donated. I truly appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all get the whole cosmetics pheromones. Use my code Shera when you purchase. If you try to get Addict, it's not sold out. You have to write the owner, or you have to contact the owner to ask for it personally. And if you drop my name, you probably don't get it. Also, Russell Hartley sent me this sweatshirt. He sells merch on his Instagram. It's also linked in the description bar if y'all want a gold digger sweatshirt. He also sent me this one. This is medium ready. I guess that's one of his sayings when you don't have to put on a bunch of makeup, but you do something with yourself. Don't go out there looking like who did it and why. Put some lipstick on, do your hair, put some deodorant on. I don't know. But don't go out there with nothing. Okay? Looking like who did it and why. It's, put some effort in. Like I think I'm medium ready today. I'm not all gussied up, or I'm not all super glam, but I did something before I left the house. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you stopped looking ugly since you found me. All right, Hardaway Fits, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I hope you continue to not look ugly. All right. You say you go out with nothing and don't care. Wonderful. Well, if you're not following the advice to try to attract men that are going to spend and give you money, that's fine. But when you go out, at least make a little bit of effort. You want to look a little polished. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll say this: if you're going to go out of your house with no makeup on, at least be super dressed, like you did it on purpose. At least everything else needs to be cute. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with going out of the house without a stitch of makeup on, but if you are going to do it, make sure you're super cute and dressed, period. Don't go out looking like who did it and why all over. Pick a struggle. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, if y'all want to join the Patreon, definitely join the Patreon. You can write me. Message me if you join tier 2 and up, and I'll write you back. I got to send out all my cards for the month of May before I go on vacation. That's probably what I'm going to do this evening. So if you are on the mail out tier, be expecting your card soon, maybe next week. And thank y'all so much for supporting the Patreon. I really appreciate you guys. I'm trying to link it. Hold on. What is the Patreon link? It's in my description bar, but I'm going to link it one more time. Did I delete it? I think I deleted it by accident. Oh, well. Let me refresh. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's in the description bar. I'll see y'all soon. Uh-oh. You're wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Chris, and I appreciate you too. I appreciate everybody who donated, all the members. I appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.